Mic check, mic check. Hold up, hold up. This is a test. We are testing. I'm not sure how this is going to work. Turn the monitor off. Getting feedback. Don't know if that's going to pick up on the microphone. Let's turn it down a little bit. Let's go to negative 3 point. Let's just go to 3. 2? 2.9? 2.9 sounds good. Yeah, this is a test. It's a little 30-second test. I'm jumping into the red there a little bit. Don't want that. Let's go to 4. Negative 4 decibels. That sounds pretty good. We're hitting the yellow. We're not quite getting into the red. This is a comfortable speaking voice for me. Man, that low volume. When I'm not speaking, it's just driving me mad to see what's going on. I just want to talk. We're testing. We're at 1 minute. Let's go to negative 6 decibels. Let's see. Let's go negative 6. I'm not sure how that's going to sound when I'm not speaking, but we'll find out. I'm just going to let it play here for a minute and see if it's picking up my computer audio. My computer fan is kind of loud. I don't want to talk too loud because I do have roommates. So yeah, this is just a test. We are testing. You see my screen here. It is, blank canvas. You don't get to see any of the tools. I did that on purpose. I really like the way that Drawfee does their videos, where you don't see all the little tools. If you want to see all the little tools, I'm sorry. I don't want you to see that. I feel it's more entertaining when you see the whole screen. So we're going to test some stuff out. You don't see my mouse cursor. That's okay. We're going to take my pencil and we're going to highlight this. And I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. This is, like I said, a test. I don't have anything prepared for this. I'm not even sure what I'm doing. We'll just draw a circle. There it is. There's a circle. It's a bunch of little circles. Just draw. I used to have a comic strip in the flagpole. Posted on Twitter recently. If you follow me on Twitter, I am at EyesOfTheFox. And I'm just going to write that down here at the bottom. But yeah, I used to have a comic strip in the local paper. And man, that was like 10 years ago. I don't even remember how to draw the characters. It was so so long ago. This kind of what they look like. Really simple. Everybody used to think this was like a little boy, but it's actually in fact designed to be a little girl. I used to know a girl that had this little haircut, little spunky kind of punk haircut, Let's see if I can remember how to draw some of the other characters. I know there was one that had a nose like that, and she kind of had this like little eyebrow thing going on. I really like the way I did her eyes. Like I kind of dug that. I don't remember how her hair went. I think it was like this, something like this. I don't think it had that. It did have these little things, and she did have like a little striped shirt, sleeves, and then kind of like a flat there, and little shoes. Yeah, this, like I said, it's just a test video. I'm trying to figure out the audio. This will be episode 0. Don't really know like exactly what I want to do with the channel yet. Trying to do like little 20-minute videos. We'll see how that goes. I'm really trash. I haven't drawn in a long time. You see, I love this circle shape. Let's see. Let's draw just random stuff here. See what happens. You know, you see me being really sloppy with the red here. It's because it is the undercolor, so we're not really worried too much about what exactly uh, the red looks like, because we can clean it up with black if we want to. Um, Sorry, when I start drawing, I get like hyper focused, and then I forget that I am speaking to people. Uh, this is like a rough sketch of a character I created called Jane Darby. I'm working on a story for that. Don't really have an art style worked out for it, but we'll see how that goes too in the future. Maybe one day we could do that. You know what? I'm going to put the black on a different layer so we can actually make the red disappear. Again, I'm just kind of messing around, trying to check the audio because I don't want you guys to sit here and be listening to static, which I can tell it's just like the mic auxiliary audio is just like super green every time I don't talk. It's just loading it up with colors and interference. I don't know if I'm gonna make this video public. It's not really it's not really a formal video. Don't know how I feel about the black pencil yet. I think it's got a cool look to it. But we'll see, you know. You gotta start somewhere, right? And I kind of wanted to just get my feet wet. I was kind of debating, kind of is like the word of the day. I was debating on whether or not I even wanted to record videos. And you go back and you look at like the first videos that your favorite YouTubers have created in the past, and they're just garbage. Like, it's so bad. And like 1,000 videos later, you finally get some polish to it. So maybe that'll happen here. Who knows? The white's a little too white. Not sure how I feel about that. I kind of wanted something just for like little highlights, but not sure if that's going to work too well. But those look kind of cool. I like it on the tan paper. I every time I see drawing videos on YouTube, they're always on this like stark white canvas. So if you're like watching it in the dark, it's just like illuminating everything in the room. It's really ridiculous. Don't know how to feel about that yet. That looks kind of cool. So yeah, I think the first video I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna start with like the Ninja Turtles, because that's kind of the first thing I started drawing when I grew up. I love the Ninja Turtles. The old cartoon is kind of what got me into it. Man, even before that, I think it was the toys. I had a lot of the toys. I thought the toys were awesome. I didn't care that they were turtles. They looked cool. They had weapons. It was really awesome. And I remember being like maybe 5 or 6 years old and having all those action figures. And I'll get it more into that during those videos. I don't have anything as far as like I don't want to do these like one-off videos, these clickbait videos. It's like, oh, mashup challenge, or like, oh, I draw stuff I've never heard of, because like I don't have any friends. Well, I have friends, but no one records with me, so I don't have anybody to like here to actually be like, draw this thing that I know you haven't seen. So I can't really do that. I know that's something Drawfee does a lot. I'm not good enough to teach you. I don't want to teach you. It's like the last thing I want to do. Art's super subjective anyway, so like no matter what I do, it won't matter. So the basis is I just haven't drawn in a long time. I want to draw again, and this is one of the things I figure I do. It's really kind of intimidating to put your stuff out there on YouTube and have people, uh, you know, give their opinion, because we all know that YouTubers like to do that. Um, I'm not a super hype person all the time, so I'm not going to be like, yo, ladies and gentlemen, blah, 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 welcome to the, like, I can't, I could turn that on, but I really don't want to turn that on. I really just want to draw and have you guys, uh, whatever gender you identify as. I say guys as a general term. I think a lot of foreign languages do that. They kind of masculinate everything. Um, but I really just want to draw what I want to draw, and I really don't care uh, what other people think about that, because it's something that I want to do. So that's kind of the premise here. I'm looking at my timer. We're at 11 minutes. I'm kind of trying to go the whole 20, um, just to kind of see like what's gonna happen. And you can see me deleting all my layers. Uh, just kind of mess around, draw some stuff. I know a kid. She's an alien. Draw like a little alien. Give her like big alien glasses, like the eyeballs. You can see the little alien eyeballs over the glasses. I think that's cool. I saw a girl recently. She had like, uh, they were like not stop sign. They were hexagons. They were like hexagon glasses, which are pretty cool. Like hexes. You play board games. Hexes are like a big part of the board games. So I think that's kind of cool. This is just like a little, like the Roswell kind of alien. Um, Most people, you have the Geiger aliens are like rah, and they have like the little thing coming out of it. Yeah, like just weird shapes and curves and little, I guess, ribs. Is that what you'd call it? Like little ribs where like under the head, I actually never saw the Alien movie until it was like after high school, and I was like, man, this is really awesome. And then I don't know what happened. Like the movies got like really weird. um, but the lore could be interesting sometimes. And I'm not even really trying to be. I think when I start the main videos, I'll try to, like, I'll have reference on my other screen. Right now, I'm just keeping an eye on the OBS and the timer, just to kind of get a feel for like how long these videos will take. This, like I said, this is a really rough video for me. First time doing it. Make fun of me if you want. That's fine. Or if there's something you want me to draw, like, definitely let me know in the comments, and I'll try to be like, oh, that's really cool, I'll draw that. I like mashups. Mashups are really cool. I love doing other people's intellectual properties. I have feelings about that I won't get into. If you follow me on Twitter, again, at EyesOfTheFox, I'm not on Twitter, you can see how I feel about copyright laws and yeah, just all the stuff going on with Marvel right now and the former creators. Like, nobody could have known like how big any of this stuff was going to be at the time. Marvel was struggling. They sold a lot of their video film rights to other companies, which is why we have the whole Sony Spider-Man debacle that we had that's going on. Like, it's ridiculous. You can't even make like fan art. You can't even sell fan art because these companies will come after you, even if it's better than what they're doing, even if it helps promote the IPs, even if it helps get the word out there. Like if you're making any money off of anything that they own, they will come after you and take it from you. And I really don't know how to feel about that, because as a creator, you do want your creations to be protected, but there's something to be said for allowing other people to take your creation and further it. And it's a double-edged sword. It's a really difficult thing to comment on, because you do want your creations to be protected, but there should be some limits to that, right? Like corporations shouldn't be allowed to just infinitely own everything, and the limitations they put on that, it's like years, man. It's like I'll have to go through and like read it all again. I read it all a few weeks ago, but it's like 70 something years after the death. But then the corporations can like renew those rights and just continue. That's why we get all these movies. Like I don't know if anybody's seen it. Like the new Home Alone trailer just came out, and I swear they just used the exact same script from the first movie. And it's like one of those things that if you don't use it, you lose it. And that's kind of what's going on with Spider-Man, right? That's why Sony puts out all these Spider-Man movies, because if they don't make the movies, then they'll actually lose the rights to it. So they have to create all of these different they have to make a new film like every so many years, just to keep the rights to it. And sometimes the studios will put out really cool stuff, but other times they have such a hand on the IP that even if somebody comes in with a really cool idea for like a new IP, they're not going to be able to use it because the studio's like, it doesn't fit their view of what the IP should be, and so they're trying to protect that particular thing. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. I think I'm trying to draw this character that I created that it's like this mix of like Aztec and Japanese culture, kind of headdress with the Aztec kind of fins going off here on the side, that the warriors used to have. But then I want to give her like the geisha kind of like hairstyle, so you get like the rolls here, like the rolled hair. I always found that fascinating. Like, how do you roll hair like that? And then we put the what are they? Are they the carnations, or I forget what flower they use. I think it is some form of like carnation. For Dia de los Muertos, you have all the flowers everywhere, and so I always thought that was cool too. I think in the original version of her that I created, her hair was like much longer. She's got these little beads here. Just more hair, just hair. But yeah, it was the character. It's from a story I'm working on called the Adventures of Jane Darby in Space, and it takes place in like a far future, like the Andromeda and Milky Way galaxies have collided, and so there's no more Earth. There's no more, the universe as we know it doesn't exist, right? But the universe still exists. It's just far into the future, like billions of years, right? And so this is like what the human race has like evolved into, because they, you know, when you live out in space, there's less gravity, so your bodies grow taller and longer and leaner. More gravity, the shorter and stockier the creatures are. That's just how physics works. And so, you know, you need less lung capacity also. And I just found it fascinating that there was that you know, there's a possibility that humans may evolve into something that we know as alien. Like, we are aliens to other species in space. You know, we are aliens. So it's kind of fascinating. I think Dua Lipa came out and said that aliens was, she felt it was a racist term for extraterrestrials. I don't really know, you know, how they would feel about that, but I'm sure that those species would have names they would prefer to be called. I just don't know those names because I've never officially met someone not of this planet. Maybe their mind is not of this planet, but their physical being is from here. So, man, this turned out way more wicked than I thought it would. That's pretty dope. We are over the 20-minute mark. I do want this series to be called Draw for 20. So it's really cool that I was able to sit here for over 20 minutes and kind of just spill my brains out onto the canvas. I think is what our artists are pretty good at. You know, you really want to get to know somebody, take a look at the art or the things that they produce, and that'll be a pretty clear indication of where their mind's at. So yeah, with that said, we're over the 20-minute mark. I'm going to end it here. Thanks, guys, for watching. This has been episode 0 of Draw for 20. Hopefully this weekend I'll record a full set. I'll have reference. We'll do the Ninja Turtles. I'm going to do it in the Jim Henson style, because I still believe to this day that those are the best looking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that we have ever gotten. I'll speak a little bit about The Last Ronin. If anybody's reading the comics, that story is fire. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.